Hey, welcome to my live, everybody. Um, I was gonna go live in the group, but I just figured I'm just gonna put this on my wall and I'll share it. I was gonna do a social media training next week, but I'm just gonna get it over with today, and then I don't have to do anything next week except prepare for Baltimore. So that's my goal. I have some notes. I was gonna share my screen to show you guys literally like how I do it, but I think it would actually be better if we just talk about it, actually, because otherwise you're going to be staring at my Facebook page and that's not that exciting. All right. Well, welcome to my live. Hey, Alicia, Lisa, Noah, Diana, Darren, Sandy, Michael, Liz. What is up, everybody? Okay, so before I decided to do this video, I went to Udemy. I'm just confessing to you guys now. And my hair is sticking straight up. Just ignore the flyaways. Anyway, I went to Udemy. That's my go-to website if I need more training content and I feel like I don't know everything I need to know. I'm just keeping it real. And you guys will struggle with this too. As you go live and as you start training people, you're going to be like, what should I teach them today? Well, I go to Udemy and I look at all their training first, and then I pick apart the things that I like, and then I form my own training. So I went there this morning and I checked out their Facebook course and I realized that it's all garbage, all of it. Like I checked out like 4 or 5 Facebook trainings on Udemy and I'm like, this is not even realistic. I was looking at the guy that was training about Facebook and he was showing us his fan page and he had 200 likes on his fan page. I'm like, I cannot take your advice. I'm sorry. I'm not teaching this. This is crap. So I just decided, why don't I just teach exactly what I know how to do, even if it's not that exciting. So this may not be that exciting, but it's legit how I Facebook. So it probably will work. So let's just roll with that. I always teach people, like in my team, after they hit 10K affiliate, if they're a personal of mine, then I give them a subscription to Udemy. And it's for the whole year. It costs me a few $100 and then they can get tons of content. So if they're like, I don't know what to train or what to do on Facebook Live, I'm like, go watch a video in there and then regurgitate it. And I promise that's all that you need to do. So moving right along. Yeah, I see your comments. Hey guys, I have no makeup on today. My hair extensions are out. My hair is growing out. Bro, I'm just enjoying this mom look right now today. So we're just gonna rock with that. All right, social media. This is social media for me. I don't really use Instagram or Twitter. Like I try, but I don't have time for all that. So I just stay on Facebook. So if you're looking for like an Instagram, like how to crush it on Instagram, you need to follow somebody else for that. Twitter, same thing. Like I'm not interested enough in it to master it. Just keeping it real. So I just do Facebook. So first things first. I'm not going to talk about fan pages. And the reason why is because in our industry for CBD, it's very, very difficult to run ads. And I know Facebook says they're going to like change that so that we can. But when I was a brand new network marketer, you guys, I was broke. We're just going to pull this out. This is really bothering me. This is going to be on closed captions. Okay. I was a broke network marketer and I didn't have money for ads. So I didn't even bother with having a fan page. And when I did do a fan page, you guys, nobody followed it anyway. It was this hair, I swear to God. Do you guys see this? Is this my imagination? If you're a professional network marketer, don't do what I'm doing on Facebook Live. It'll make you look inexperienced. I had no money for ads, so I didn't even bother. I just stuck to my own personal page, and that was it. And I actually learned from another network marketer early on, and he taught me the same thing. He's like, just stick to your personal page. Like, if you go into fan pages right off the bat and you don't even have a following yet, you're going to be having a hard time, especially because there's so many people competing out there. Even in HempWorks now, if you type in HempWorks on Facebook, there's like hundreds of pages. So if I'm a customer or a prospect looking for HempWorks, like I don't know if I'm gonna just go to random, Facebook pages and follow these people. Like probably not. I'm probably gonna think I don't want to be spammed. So I'm not going to like their page because otherwise I'm going to just be seeing a bunch of crap all day, right? So for me, it's not about the fan page. There's a lot of people that's all they do and they kill it. They run ads and they crush it. I'm not that person. Follow them. All right, so personal page setup. I wish I could just toggle between like share my screen and my face, but I can't unless I go to Zoom. But the first thing you want to do is set up your personal page. What I mean by that is clean it up, okay? If you have all kinds of crazy stuff on your page, just delete all of that right now. You want to have coordinated images. So your profile photo needs to be a good picture of you, not your cat, not your dog, not your baby, even if your baby's super cute. My baby's super cute. I still have it, just a picture of me. And your cover photo needs to be a clean, highly pixelated or not pixelated image. So sometimes if you upload an image from your phone, check what it looks like on your computer because it probably looks like garbage. You need to make sure it comes in clear on both platforms, just in case people are looking at you from different devices, okay? All right, so that's the first thing. Also, I mentioned this on my last one. I'm just referencing my own page. The little intro section, you want to make sure that's cleaned up. Make sure you put your 3 to 5 interests in that section, and then you don't want to have like a mile long of stats that are about you. Okay, just choose a few that you're like proud of and like where do you work, what city do you live in, who you're married to, and make sure your followers is open. So you have to have a public page in order to have followers. If you have a private page, you're never going to build followers because they all have to be your friend. And then that means you're going to be maxed out at 5,000 people, which may sound like a lot, but after you do this consistently, you're going to want to have way more than 5,000 people following you. Now, for me, I'm more selective with my friends than I am followers. I have way more followers than I have friends. My friends list, I'll just tell you real quick, is 3,000 people. So I haven't even maxed out my list yet. Some network marketers will not even use their followers option until they max out their friends list, but I don't do that. I just make sure everybody's like super targeted first before I add them as a friend because I'm selective on what I want to see, period. I don't want to see a lot of garbage out there. I'd rather see less stuff and then just have followers. So that's my thing. So that's your page setup. If you want to max out your friends list, go ahead, but just make sure they're targeted. Again, my last video went in depth about that, so make sure you check that out. It's posted in the Jay-Z Mentorship Mastermind group if you missed it. And the video is called Your Tribe, Your Vibe Attracts Your Tribe. Okay, so now what to post? This is a question I get all the time. What do I post? And I see new network marketers, they're trying this out and they're just like, hey, I'm in HempWorks, here's my link. And they're like, why isn't everybody like flocking to my page? I said the word HempWorks, why isn't it working? I have my own strategy for what to post that seems to be working. So if you guys want to write this down, this would be a good time to grab a pen and a paper. This is how I stick to kind of what to post categories. There's 4 different categories for me that I kind of rotate around. And if you think about this with yourself and what you're posting, maybe this will help you kind of stay on track with how to post. Okay, so the first thing, I made them all P's, so it's the 4 P's, which is funny because there's actually 4 P's in marketing, but that's like if you like went to college and learned price and all that. These are different P's, but they're also the 4 P's. The first one is passion. So what I mean by passion, posting your passion is like what you love, what motivates you, maybe a motivational quote. This is where you're giving value on your page, okay? Something that you experience that you're passionate about, right? Maybe you're now working at home, so now you're sharing with us about how you love working from home. This could be your work from home post. So that's passion. That's the first P, all right? The second P is either pain or problem. So this is what we're going to talk about here. Now, I emphasize this on stage during my training, and I tell people like, this is not an opportunity for you to start talking about your problems. That's not what I mean by that. I don't mean share your problems. I mean, where did you come from? What's your rags to riches story? What, health issues were you struggling with? Or like relatable problems, not like, oh, I gotta go to the dentist today because my gingivitis is back, or that dang hernia keep cropping up again, or whatever. People like check in at the hospital. I do not mean that. Like, please hear me when I say, if you're in the health and wellness business, checking into the hospital is the worst thing you can do for your business. Okay? I'm just saying. Like, there are people that are repeat offenders. Like, it is every week they're in the hospital. I don't know why you need to go to the hospital that much. I feel bad for you. For me, when I get sick or there's something wrong, that's not my first like reaction. I'm not like, I need to go to the doctor. Like, that's the last thing I'm gonna do. Like, if I'm about to die, then I'm gonna go to the doctor. Like, otherwise, they don't know nothing at the hospital that I can't figure out from Google on a wellness holistic blog. Like, that's how I live my life. We missed almost all of our well baby checkups already. I'm just keeping it real. I missed half of my prenatal appointments. I didn't start going to the doctor till I was 8 months pregnant. That's me. I don't know. That's just me. I'm in the health and wellness business. I believe in my products that much, you guys. And I had a C-section on top of all that. And I was telling them how to do it, like, while I was in there. I'm like, please do the gentle way. Like, do not ruin me for life. I might have to have another one in the future. Do not wreck me. It was actually really funny because they asked me if I had THC in my system, and I was like, yeah, I do. Just keeping it honest. As I was going for a C-section, they asked me that. And I'm like, yes, I do. Is that a problem? And they're like, well, you can't breastfeed. I'm like, are you going to arrest my boobs? Like, how are you going to prevent me from breastfeeding my child? Are you going to babysit me the whole time? Like, you're going to force feed my infant a bottle? Like, get out of here. I'm breastfeeding. And then they're like, all right, fine. I digress. My point here is I go off the trail a lot when I talk. Sorry, guys. Passion, pain, or problem. So your pain is, I was a broke network marketer, just trying to figure out how to make ends meet. I was just trying to, replace my income. This is a pain that people have. You know, when you're listening to somebody that's maybe a prospect and they're telling you all the reasons why they may want to join you, they're giving you their pain. So this is like relatable pain and problems that we can all identify with and appreciate. I think a lot of people follow me because I am a regular person that had a regular story, that I was not like just gifted into this magic. Like, I had a rags to riches story myself too. I grew up a regular person, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was not like a born network marketing genius or anything. I just failed a lot. So I talk about that, and I share that with you guys. So that way, you know that you can do it too. And that way my followers are inspired and they have hope. So I use my pain with a purpose, not just I have pain and I'm always at the hospital and whatever. Because if I'm going to buy CBD from somebody, let's just keep it real. Like, I'm looking for somebody that has overcome their issues and somebody that's like on the up and up, somebody that's like becoming healthy, not somebody that is super sick, always got a new disease every week, or their kids are always at the ER. Like, that's not the person I want to buy CBD from. So if you're in this business, or if you're in the health and wellness business, be conscious of what you're putting out there, because no one's going to buy from you if you're always talking about sickness. Okay. So let's just be aware of that. And then of course, like aches and pains, that actually works really well in this business because we have products that help with that. So if you say, hey, I got, burned from a pot from cooking last night, and here's before and after, I use a relief cream and now it's gone. Bam. Like, perfect. Do that. That's great. Talk about that kind of pain, not perpetual pain that you have every single day. Okay. The next P is personal. So this is where you're going to, now I go a little above and beyond on this because I just had a new baby. So I don't even care about the other 3 topics. I'm just all personal now, but I'm trying to balance it out. Personal is like your kids, your life, something that you've discovered on your journey. Like, this is your journey. This can also be like where you fit in some of your funny posts as well. Like I watch her too. I follow Marissa Dunell. She cracks me up with her posts sometimes because she has 4 kids. So anytime I feel bad about like what's happening in my household, I go and follow her, and I realize that her kids are also pooping up their back, taking their diapers off, doing crazy stuff in the showers. Like, I'm like, yeah, okay, now I feel better about myself because she's going through the same drama as I am. So that's great. This is personal. These are personal posts that we can all identify with, especially if you're a new mom and you have to go through all of this stuff, or whatever your audience is that you guys are identifying with, share some personal stuff, because people need to get to know you. You know, you have to be vulnerable on Facebook. If you're like still in the witness protection program and you're like, I don't want to share too much because then it's going to be out there, like, yeah, that's network marketing. So you have to just get over that and just accept it for what it is. You got to put your personal life out there, and you can decide how much to share. Like, you don't need to go above and beyond. Again, like, I don't need to know when your last women's appointment was. That's not what I mean by personal. I mean, like, are you at the beach this week? If you are, take a picture of that, you know, share that with us. Oh, you're going to lose some weight. Perfect. I love when people say they're going to lose weight. And the reason why I'm in this boat myself, is because now I have a journey to watch, you know, like I can watch your journey. I can see your progress, your photos, the scale as it's going down. Like, that's like a perfect opportunity to invite somebody in on your life. Or if you're, you know, going to change your whole diet and now you're going to share some recipes on how you're changing it, or whatever you're changing in your life to become better. Maybe you just have a negative, crappy mindset and you're like, I'm done being crotchety, so follow me along on this journey as I fix my life. I'm going to go from not yelling at my husband now to being pleasant in my house. Like, this is my personal development journey. Come watch. That's personal. Share that, because chances are other people can identify with that. And then when other people can identify with you, they feel like they know you. Like, that's what happens to me when I go meet people at events. Everybody acts like we're already best friends, and I'm like, yeah, what's up? Like, I might not know you, but you know me, because I share everything, and I'll just put it all out there. So that's personal. So far we're at passion, your pain or your problem, or where you came from, and maybe you don't have that pain and problem anymore, or maybe it's a common pain and problem that other people are having that you have the solution to, right? And then personal, invite us into your world, right? And then last is product placement and promotion. So this is the part where your business comes in. You notice I haven't really mentioned business at all yet. So like 3 out of the 4 topics here are not business related. I'm not always posting about HempWorks on my page, because if I did, like, I'm pretty sure everybody would get sick of me, like, right away. I would be just people would just scroll right past me all the time. If you're posting about your business nonstop, like, we're going to be sick of you. Just laying it out there, because we know that's not real. Like, that's not real life to always be obsessed with your business. Yes, you have to be passionate and excited about your business. Yes, you should share about it, because if you don't, no one's going to know about it. But you have to have a balance, you know, so that way it doesn't look so obvious that you're trying to get sales. We got to make sure it's not too obvious. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be cool about it. So product placement. You guys know when you're at the movies or you watching UFC, that just happened. This cracks me up, because watch, they'll be like holding a Monster drink like this. Like, you don't even drink it. Like, don't lie. They're just, here's my Monster energy drink for the UFC. Like, you know it's an ad, but it's in your head now, because now you just saw it. Product placement is really important when it comes to advertising your products. So it's a less obvious way of including your products into your everyday life. Like, how are you using it? Maybe you take a picture of your child throwing a fit on the floor or a tantrum, and then you put little HempWorks bottle next to them and say, what do you do when your kids lose it? I give them HempWorks. For me, my baby just started, like, she's starting to teeth. I feel like she's just drooling and like a little extra fussy. I put the CBD in her gums, all around her gums, and it helps. So that's how I was using the product in my everyday life. Does that make sense? It wasn't like just buy this product. It's awesome. Here's my commercial advertisement. Bam, bam, bam. Like, no, that's annoying. We don't like that. It has to be natural in everyday life. How is the product being used? You want to talk about the benefits more than just the features. So the features of the product is like art oil is 750 milligrams, right? It's cinnamon, peppermint, or natural. It's $69 or $89. Those are features of the product. The benefits of the product, on the other hand, are how it works for me, how it works for you. How are you taking it that matters in your life without using disease names? Okay, we're not going to break the law, relax. But you can tell people how you're using it. Like, I've seen some people that maybe they got a sunburn and they put relief cream on their shoulder, and then they do before and after the next day. Perfect. That's how you're using it in everyday life. That's showing people the benefits. The idea is to trigger in their mind, the people that are watching you, like, oh yeah, I could use it for this. You know, take a picture of your shampoo bottle and say, this is my favorite shampoo, and now it's even my more favorite shampoo because I added a dropper of HempWorks CBD in my shampoo. Bam. Now, this is how I'm using it, and this is my hair growth, or this is my whatever is happening in your life, right? So that's how you want to advertise your products. And then you can add your link, of course. Some people choose to do that in the comments. Some people are freaked out about putting their link on their wall. I don't do that anymore, but I used to do it every single time. I don't do that because I have so many affiliates that follow me, and they want to share my posts, and they don't want to share my link. So let's just keep it real. But you want people to see your link. I was told by my social media mentor, we'll just say, we'll call him my mentor. He taught me from the beginning. He said, your Facebook page, like each post is your business card, right? So you should have like your contact information. On his post, he would literally put like his phone number, his email in his post. Like he would take a picture of something that's happening in the daytime. That, I don't know, he's at the beach or taking a picture of riding a bike, or I don't know, whatever he's doing. He'll have his email, his phone number, his website in every single post. And then, so that's one option. The other option is, this kind of sneaky. It's a little bit shady, but it works too. Try to get everybody to share your post, and then you go and edit your post later and then add all your contact information. I don't do that anymore, but I used to do that. After I got a lot of shares, then I'd be like sneaking in my link after the fact. I would edit it later, and I'm like, look at all these people sharing my link. So you can do that too. Whatever your heart desires, but I'm just saying. I think it's okay to put your link in every post. I don't think that it makes the algorithms change or whatever. I don't believe in that crap. So, all right, now let's talk about what not to post. What not to post. Okay, here we go. Now, I'm going to be honest, like people have told me what not to post from the dawn of time, like all day long, especially Josh, you guys. He is the captain of my Facebook regulation in my life and the compliance department. Both of them together are always telling me what not to post. I don't always take their advice. Sometimes I'll just block certain people so they don't see what I'm posting. But this is a general rule of thumb for what not to post on social media. Well, we talked about it earlier. Don't post your problems all the time. Like if you're like always having problems, obviously we're not going to do that. We'll call that negativity. All right, don't post negativity. Yes, negative posts can get you a lot of engagement, but it'll get you 0 sales. I'm just saying, like, keeping it real. My son broke his nose. I posted about it. I got lots of engagement, we're going to pray for your son's face, and oh my God, we feel so bad for him, and blah, blah. I got 0 sales on that post though. None. 0. I got a lot of attention, but I didn't get anything out of it. So no negativity. Or if you have something super negative you have to share, just sprinkle it in so it's not all the time. Don't post anything from CNN. I'm sorry. How many people did I just make angry? I'm sorry. I'm just saying, just limit the news feed, whatever news you subscribe to. It's all crap anyways. Doesn't matter which team you're on, red, blue, Democrat, Republican, all that's crap. I would just limit the news that you're sharing, because keep in mind, the purpose of the media, the purpose of the news is to control your brain so that you think that that's what the world is all about. None of it's even real. Like most of it's crap. So if you're sharing a lot of crap, you're really just feeding the beast. You're feeding this small-minded scope of what's really happening in the world to the rest of your followers. I think it's better to not share that stuff. I'm learning as well. I don't share as much of that stuff anymore anyways, because fake news, right? That's what I think it's all fake news. All right. Don't post a lot of ads or spamming. This is, like I said, it gets really tiring for us. You will become a banner ad to your followers if you are spamming them or sharing a lot of ads, advertisement, or a lot of like extra hypey, like you're all like, sometimes people are like way too excited all the time. That gets exhausting for some people. Like it's exhausting for me. I'm like, you're not always this excited. You guys are lying. Like have a regular day too, not just a super, like you're motivated all the time. Like, yeah, that can be viewed as spamming as well if you're above and beyond. So just keep it real. That's what I'm trying to say. Lastly, do not beg for sales. Don't beg for sales. That's what not to post. I've seen this. You guys, I'm 2,000 away from my goal this month. Can you please order and help me get to my rank? Like, I have never seen anything more selfish in my life. Like, that is the most selfish way to get sales. Maybe it works. I don't know. I think it worked for me when I was in Unique back in the day, because I was like, please just order 2 more mascaras, and I'm like at green or whatever the ranks are. I don't know, their colors or something. But I just think that the more desperate you appear on your timeline, the worse off it's going to be. It makes you look like you're not a pro. And the idea is for people to look at you like you're a pro at this. Even if you're not, at least try and look like you are. So that way we feel confident in you and your leadership. We want to feel confident in your leadership when we follow you, because if I'm going to join your team, I need to know that you know what you're doing. Otherwise, I'm going to join somebody else that knows what they're doing. And if you appear like you don't know what you're doing, I'm already like, nah, next. I'm going to find somebody else to join. So don't beg for sales. It never works. We don't care if your car payment's late. We don't care. Like, sucks for you. I'm sorry that that's happening. I'm not buying a bottle of oil so that you can pay your bills. I'm not. And I think a lot of people will agree with that. I want to know why I should buy it for me, because your consumer only cares about how it works for them. They don't care about your goals. They care about their goals. So keep it focused on how they can achieve their goals and their wants and their wishes and how to fix their pain and their brokenness. If you focus on that, you'll get more people to watch you and be interested in what you have to say. Promise. All right, so that's the 4 Ps, and also what not to post. So negativity, CNN, ads, spamming, begging for sales, none of that. That's garbage. How often to post? Let's talk about how often. So some of us think that Facebook is Twitter. I have days like this as well where I'm just tweeting every thought that comes to my mind. I can't tell you guys how many times I type out a whole post and then I'm like, and then I delete it right before I post it. Or I post it for like a second and then I delete it. You only want to post 1 to 2 times a day. You got to space that out, because otherwise Facebook is not going to show your post that often. You have to let those likes build up. Give it a chance to grow. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to try and get that built up. You don't want to just hyper post and then every post has 2 likes. You want to wait and then like let people miss you for a little bit. Let them be like, man, she hasn't posted in a while. Where is she? I got to go to her page and see what she's doing because she hasn't posted in a while. That gets people to come follow you and come back. Especially if you're always posting something valuable or interesting or funny or entertaining or whatever value you're giving to this person or your followers. 1 to 2 times a day, no more than twice a day. More than twice a day, and we're like, okay, like I'm already used to you. I don't feel like I miss you yet, so I'm not going to give you any love. Give people a chance to miss you. Anytime Josh and I are like irritated with each other, we just separate for a little while. Like, he'll go like, and I don't even mean like we're together all the time. When I say we separate for a little while, I'm saying he goes to the store by himself. Like, that's about it. Or he goes to the office alone, and then, or he goes on a trip by himself, whatever. Then I miss him, and then I appreciate him again. But you have to leave for a while so I can appreciate you again. Same thing with Facebook. Same thing. If you're like always used to them, you don't appreciate them as much. I don't make the rules, you guys. That's just the way it works. Let them miss you. Okay. Live, Facebook Live. How many Facebook Lives should you be doing? Some of us are still in witness protection program, and we're like, still have not done one. Your goal this week is to at least do one. It doesn't matter if you look stupid. It doesn't matter if nobody watches it. It doesn't matter at all. The goal is just to get in the habit of doing it. Honestly, you don't need to put so much pressure on yourself. As you saw me pull out one of my hairs on my head on live, I'm not wearing makeup. I have zero expectation at all. You don't have to overthink it. You don't have to always look perfect. No, you don't. That's a lie. How often you should go live? At least once a week. Once every 2 weeks, once or twice a week, but I wouldn't do more than that. I'm breaking my own rule today because I'm trying to get this done so that next week I don't have to do any videos except for with my promotion winners. Okay. If you're running out of topics or you don't know what to talk about on live, this is the way I do it. All right. I teach people to go live about a topic for one that they're comfortable with talking about, something that they're familiar with. If you got an F in algebra, please do not go live and talk about math. Okay, don't talk about fractions, none of that. You're not good at that, so don't talk about it. If you are, and that's your passion, and you love that, then go ahead. For me, I'm not going to talk about something I'm not good at, because I'm afraid I'll look stupid. So if you're okay, I'm a network marketer now, I'm an entrepreneur now, so I'm going to go live and I'm going to educate people on how to be an entrepreneur. You may want to get your feet wet first and get a few lessons under your belt and then go live and talk about that. Before that, you should go live and say, hey, I'm a brand new network marketer and this is what's working for me this week. And it can just be something really basic. Maybe you haven't hit a rank yet, but maybe you recruited 3 people. That's gold. So let's talk about how you recruited 3 people. What conversations did you have? What objections did you encounter? How many people did you have to talk to get those 3 sales? Break it down to something that you've already achieved. You already annihilated it. Now you can talk about it. It's comfortable. It's easy to talk about. It's super real and easy, right? You don't have to be you don't have to give a dissertation or write a whole thesis on something to be an expert at. You don't have to go through all that. I'm just saying. So the other way you can do it is, which I teach people as well, is you should be reading a book. If you're a network marketing leader, you should always be reading something, always. If you're not reading something, then I don't know what you're putting in your head. Whether it's a podcast, that's fine. That can be reading as well. You should be doing some form of personal development all the time, at least once a day. It could be 10 minutes. I don't care. You're going to learn something from it. It's like going to church every day. You need to go to church every day for your brain. As soon as you learn something clicks for you, or you got a little lesson or a nugget, that's something that you learned and you're excited to share that. So maybe you're reading Think and Grow Rich and you're on the chapter of auto-suggestion and you try it and it works. Talk about that. Okay, maybe you're reading Money and the Law of Attraction. Maybe you're building your dream board. Maybe you're becoming a cook in your house, or whatever, something that's happening in your life that you've mastered or annihilated, just done really well. For instance, my sister thinks I'm a better cook than I am, apparently. I don't know. Josh asked me to make Nutella bread pudding. Bro, let me just tell you, I cannot bake bread, okay? I cannot do that yet. I am not going to go live and tell you guys how to make bread because there's a loaf of non-risen bread in my refrigerator right now that did not rise. It didn't do anything. So I tried to do this with my sister. It did not work. But I did make banana protein muffins on point. So I can go live and talk about that if I want to. I can tell you how to make muffins, but I cannot tell you how to make bread. So you get the point. The point is, teach something that you know. If you're teaching something on your page, you're automatically giving value. It could just be how to wash your dog in 5 minutes or less. That's amazing. I want to learn that because my dogs are a pain in the butt to wash. That's why they go to the groomers. Okay? Or maybe how to calm a fussy baby. I will watch that live video all day. Please teach me. I'm open for that. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you guys get what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be always network marketing. Just because you're a network marketer doesn't mean that's all you have to be teaching. The goal is just to get people to follow you and watch you and think that you have something that they want to know about. For instance, everybody asks me, how do you do Facebook? Okay, I'll do a video on how I do Facebook. It's probably not the right way. Like if you go to maybe like Ray Higdon's, I don't know, class or whatever, it's probably way better than mine. This is just how I do it. Go subscribe to his if you want to. All right. Now let's talk about time. Okay, how much time should we be spending on Facebook? Some of us are like all day. I spend the whole day on Facebook. All right, how are you spending your time on Facebook? You want to spend more time, 80% of your time, talking to people in regular conversations, like whether that's in your messenger, in the comments, or adding new people, right? Most of your time should be having conversations with people. Most of your time. If you're not having conversations with people, you're not going to get any sales. It's impossible. Actually, it's not impossible. You can run ads and do that internet marketing stuff. I don't know how to do that. So if you're doing the network marketing the regular way, then conversations, relationships, that's most of your time should be doing that. Less time should be on decorating your page or looking at your own page to see if you have enough posts. Like, don't overthink it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't focus so much on, don't spend your whole day mapping out what you're going to post. Spend most of your day talking to people. Your messenger. Spend time in there. Okay. Lastly, and then I'm going to wrap this video up, how to find people. This is one of the most asked questions, and it's one of the easiest things you can do. Okay. How to find people. So in the very beginning of my network marketing career, if for some reason my volume went to 0 next month, first of all, I'd be really scared. But second, I would be up doing all these activities again, like you wouldn't believe. This is what I experimented with this morning, just to see if it still worked. Honestly, I just have to check. I typed in networking groups in Facebook, in the search bar, networking groups, literally just networking, the word networking, that's it. I looked at that, and what I came across, I'm gonna do it right now. We're gonna do it together. All right. I know you have to look at my face, but watch. Networking. I type this word in, and then I get Boss Babes networking, small business networking, just networking. I look at the amount of people that are on there. This networking one has 31,000 members and over 10 posts a day. That's gold. I'm going to go there. There's a lot of people there. The Game of Networking. This is a good group that's run by Rob Sperry. If it's me, I'm going to join this group, and I'm going to be friends with everybody in here because there's thousands of comments in here. Oh, this post has 50% or 50%. I just read something about percentage. 50 comments. Everybody in this group is probably a network marketer, like almost everybody in here. That's one group. I'm going to get so many leads from this group. Yes, they're all in other companies, but I promise you they're not going to stay there. I got to plug my computer in. Hold on. Before it dies. Please hold. Let me get my act together. I could have did this earlier, but here we are. So type in networking. I'm going to join these groups, and all these groups have like rules before you can join them. They're like, do you promise not to spam? Do you promise not to post your link? Promise? Okay, we'll let you in. So yeah, I'm just, how I answer those questions is I just want to make friends. That's it. Because remember, that's what we're trying to do here. We're building relationships. There is no way that if you post your link, you're going to just get a lot of sales. Like, it doesn't, that's hype. That doesn't work. You have to build relationships. So go to networking groups. That's the first thing. In the very, very beginning of my networking life, I did ladders. I don't know if they still work anymore, honestly, but I don't pay for them or anything like that. I mean, there are pages. If you guys know what ladders are, just type in ladders in Facebook. You'll see there's a bunch of pages. What a ladder is here's the post, and then under here is everybody's link. Boom. And it's like, we're going to do a business ladder, a work from home ladder, and everybody posts your link. Bam. So I like to go to those kinds of pages and groups because everybody in the comment is a network marketer, or they're a business owner, or they're trying to sell something and they need help because they're in there. That means they're prime pickings to talk to. And remember, we're planting seeds. So we don't go into these groups expecting to get the sale immediately. Although that would be pretty cool if that happened. You just want to build these relationships over time so that when the time comes for their business, maybe their business is not doing MLM anymore, or maybe they went out of business, or maybe they quit, or whatever is happening. This always happens in network marketers' lives. They're switching companies all the time. You just wait for that prime time where they're looking for a new company. You've already been friends now for 3 or 4 months. They already trust you. They already feel good about you. They're automatically going to join your team because you took time to build that relationship. One time I went after this top networker she's in, I think Unique or maybe Limelight, I don't know, one of the makeup deals. And I told her, like, I didn't even try to build a relationship. I did this completely wrong because I don't know, I was just full of myself or confident or something. I don't know. I literally just messaged her and I was like, I'm going to start HempWorks and here's my link. We're going live in the next few days. Get in here while you can. Like, it was the worst pitch ever. It was like all hype, but I was being completely serious. Like, she should have just joined. But she's like now educating me. She came back with, is this how you approach everybody? Like, she was trying to educate me. She's like, do you want to work on the relationship first, or are you just going to spam me your link? I'm like, I don't have time to build a relationship right now. I'm just spamming you my link. Are you in or not? Like, she did not sign up. All right. So that was a lesson for me to slow down, even if you're excited, and build a relationship first. Now, had she had joined back then, she would probably be making like 5 times what she's making now, but I didn't work on the relationship on that, so that's my fault. I ruined the opportunity for her by just blasting my link. So, okay, how to find people. I look up networking groups. I go to the pages, the fan pages, and I look for pages like other network marketers that have a lot of traffic, and I go to the comments, and then I add everybody in the comments list. And you can't do it all at once. Facebook puts you in jail if you do that. So maybe just like 5 to 10 people a day. It's a long-term plan. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be very consistent with this. It's not going to happen overnight. It may take a year. But if you're serious about building your network marketing business and your branding, your brand on social media, and I'm talking about yourself, you're the brand. If you want to be a social networker, then this is a long-term plan. It's going to take some time. So go into it knowing that you might just get a couple little friends every day, and that's it. But you're getting somebody, and you're getting somewhere. You have to build it one brick at a time. None of this happened for me overnight. I didn't just wake up one day and had 20,000 followers. That didn't happen for me. It was one relationship at a time over a long period of time. Now, I've been actively at this for about 5 years now with MDC, and almost 5 years in November. And it's taken me that long to build this up. But you know what? 5 years is a lot shorter than 50 years or however long people are working their jobs. Do you know what I'm saying? So this is still way shorter. Just to build your brand on Facebook and get things moving takes a lot less time than it does to build a whole career in society and have no freedom. Now, fast forward to today, what are the rewards of doing this? Now I post what I want to post all the time. I connect with people that I want to connect with. I work with people that I want to work with, and it's like a dream job. Do you know what I'm saying? Now I go live and I talk about things that I know about, things that I love to talk about, and it's all good. But it did take some time to get there. So as long as you're committed and consistent to building it just a little bit at a time, it will grow. I promise you that it will grow and it will work for you. So don't give up, even if it seems like you're not getting results right away. Just keep building, and it'll eventually get there. So, all right, I think that's everything I have today on Facebook, how I Facebook, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to share it into our Jay-Z group now, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye, guys.